A major mistake to avoid when you're trying to get your ex-girlfriend, fiance, or wife back is to turn into an emotional wussy. The more of an emotional wuss that a guy becomes, the more it annoys the woman. Right? Women are not attracted to the emotional weakness of men. Women are always attracted to the emotional strength of men. For example, confidence, self-belief, high self-esteem, self-assurance, determination to succeed, etc. So if a guy is displaying emotional wussy behavior where he's being insecure and he's being emotionally sensitive and he appears to be lost without her, and he's also afraid to joke around because he's worried that it might upset her, that is going to turn her off. When going through a breakup, what a woman positively responds to is when a man is confident in himself and he doesn't stop being his real self. He doesn't lose confidence in his ability to make her feel attracted. He doesn't feel like it's no longer his place to joke around with her and flirt with her and make her feel attracted. It is his place, right? Because he is a confident, loving man and he can make her feel attracted and he can also make other women feel attracted. He might not want other women because he wants her, but if he wanted to have other women, he could because he's a confident, loving man who knows how to attract women. So say, for example, a guy is talking to his woman and she says, I don't have feelings for you anymore. He can joke around with her at that point and get her laughing and smiling, which is going to make her feel some attraction and respect for him. So in response to her saying, I don't know if I have feelings for you anymore, he can then say, yeah, me too. I hate you now. You're my bitchy ex-girlfriend who broke my heart. It's like, oh, I'm going to cry now. And then she's going to laugh and smile in that moment. Saying that to her isn't the magic secret to getting an ex back. It's just something in that moment that's at least going to make her smile and maybe even make her laugh. But it's going to make her feel respect for the fact that the guy isn't losing confidence regardless of what she says. He maintains his confidence in his ability to make her feel attracted. He knows that by getting her laughing and smiling like that, in a moment where she's not really feeling sure about her feelings, is going to make her have some feelings for him. She's going to feel good around him. She's going to be laughing and smiling, which is going to mean that she has some feelings for him. He knows that he can create that. Right? When you know that you can create attraction inside of a woman, you got nothing to worry about. Whatever she says to you, you can use it as an opportunity to make her feel respect and attraction for you. If you are sincere about wanting to get your ex back, you need to use every interaction, whether that's via text, on a phone call, or in person, as an opportunity to make her feel a renewed sense of respect and attraction for you. When you approach it in that way, she will drop her guard, begin to have feelings for you again, and become open to meeting up and experiencing the new and improved version of you in person. When you meet up and make her feel a lot of respect and attraction, she'll most likely be open to hooking up again and giving the relationship another chance. Getting an ex back is easier when you focus on making her feel attracted to you rather than wasting months ignoring her or wasting loads of energy on endless phone calls where you're trying to convince her to give you another chance. In most cases, a woman is only going to give a guy another chance if he has the ability to make her have feelings for him again. You can make her have feelings for you in many different ways. One of them is getting her laughing and smiling. And another example is where you show her that you've moved beyond the level that you were at when she broke up with you. So for example, if a guy got broken up with because he didn't have much purpose in life, he didn't have much ambition. He was just sitting around or working in a crappy job or wanting to spend most of his time with her and just clinging on to her. What's going to make her have some feelings for him again, it's not going to be the ultimate solution to getting her back, but it's going to make her have some feelings for him again, is to see that he now has big goals in life and he's starting to make some progress towards that. So that is what really counts. It's about making her have some feelings for you again. Allowing her to smile and laugh when she's interacting with you. Allowing her to look at you in a new, positive light. And see that you have begun to move beyond the level that you were at when she broke up with you. You don't have to become perfect though. You don't have to fix everything and become a super amazing man to get an ex back. It's actually a lot simpler than that. Another example of getting her smiling and maybe even laughing is where she asks, is it still cool to contact you? Do you want to stay friends, sort of thing? And then the guy can respond to that in a way that makes her laugh. So with the example of her asking, is it still cool to contact you? A guy can then say, no way. Don't ever contact me again. I never want to hear from you. Why would I want to hear from you? Right? If you call me, I'm hanging up right away. I'm just like, end phone call every time. Right? And then at that moment, she's going to be able to smile. She's going to be able to feel some respect for him that he is confident and he's in control in that situation. Compared to a guy who responds to her question of, is it still cool to contact you with, of course, contact me anytime? Or even worse, where he says, no, don't contact me again. I won't be able to handle that. Like, if you don't want to be with me, then don't contact me. I can't deal with that. It's going to be too painful. And then she loses respect for him for being an emotional wuss. With the other example of her asking, do you still want to be friends? A guy can also use that as an opportunity to get her smiling and maybe even laughing. So she asks, do you still want to be friends? And a guy can say, yeah, we'll be best friends. We'll go shopping on Sundays, we'll gossip on Mondays, and we'll text like crazy during the week about all the TV shows that we're watching. We'll be best friends forever. And in that moment, she's going to be able to smile, right? She might even laugh, but she's going to be able to feel some respect for him. She's not going to be looking down on him. Now, on the other hand, if a woman asks that question, do you still want to be friends? And her boyfriend, fiance, or husband says, no, I don't want to be friends. If you don't want to be with me, then I don't want to be interacting with you, it'll be too painful, etc. That's not going to make her feel respect and attraction for him in that moment. She's going to feel as though he's not emotionally strong. He can't even deal with what's going on, and it's going to make her lose even more respect and attraction for him. If you enjoyed this video and learned something interesting from it, I'd really appreciate it if you could click like on the video to show your support, and I'll see you in the next video. If you need help to get her back and you don't know what to say or do for your specific situation, I have an amazing program called Get Your Ex Back Super System. It's 10 hours of video training, and by the end of it, you'll know exactly what to say and do to get her to give you another chance.